guess it's something else to fix. We back at it. I remembered I had one of these. I done had this for 5 years now. I got this when I first got the car. So, luckily, it came with a bunch of other stuff I had. But anyway, this is our problem. All of this tapping, so I'm gonna let this finish tapping and I'll get back to you, explain what's going on. Alright, so I'm back. Had to turn the car around, the sun was in the way. But anyway, that tapping noise, which is this piece, the blend door actuator, heater actuator, whatever they want to call it. But it's the one that's back in here. So all you need to do is open your glove box and where? Alright, but let me get a flash on for you so you can see. Okay, so up here you got that little hook right there, that little hook right there. So when you get ready to let this down, before the hook catches this top piece, just kind of press up on it. Same way with both sides. So there. And all my LEDs and stuff fall out. But anyway, that little thing right there, that's your problem. So what you want to do, it's probably easier with a screwdriver or something, but I'm gonna see if I could just reach this with my hand. Yeah, so unplug this, and then you got 2 screws. There's one at the top and then there's one down at the bottom. These are supposed to be 5.5 millimeter bolts, so I'm gonna grab a socket real quick and try to get this out. Alright, so after a couple minutes of figuring out how to get a ratchet to fit in here, I got it off. Just pull it straight back. And this is our problem piece. So now it's time to just switch them out. And I saw somebody else say that it's best to go ahead and plug this one up. And I guess hit a couple of these until this twists to match how this one is. Because it's in here. Yeah. It's gotta fit on that piece right there. So it's gotta be lined up with that. So let me try to plug it up real quick and see what moves it. Alright, so apparently the what is this? This is the one I took out. The one I had laying up all of this time, it don't work either. And judging by this little mark on it, for the focus, there you go. So apparently this was like a junkyard piece anyway, so this was gonna be hopes and dreams if it worked. But it didn't work, so I'm about to head to Advanced Auto real quick and go get a new piece. Alright, so $39 later, and yeah, we got one. So it's time to go back to the house and put this thing in, and it should be good to go. Alright, so I got the new one. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it up and see if I can get this to kind of turn and go where it's supposed to go. So let me see. Alright, so I'm gonna lay this down here, but for every notch on here that you move, this will move. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it one time up, one more. So yeah, play with it until you get it to match that little piece that's in there, and then you can put everything back together. Alright, so after playing with it for a little bit, finally got it back in there. Screwed in, plugged in. When I put the key in, it should just come on. And no more popping noise. So it's been a rough 3 days dealing with all that popping every time it crank up. So I'm glad I didn't have to deal with it for too much longer than that. So that's good to go. And yeah, as long as you got the right piece and all of that, it shouldn't take but a few minutes, and then you should be good. So the part was $39. So yeah, that's the only downside to it, is almost $40 for the part, but it's not too bad of a job to do it yourself. And hope this helps. Just a bonus for you curious people: if you get you a flathead screwdriver, you can pop out these tabs and you can take this apart, and then you'll see exactly what's making the noise. Alright, so you can see this little motor turns this, which turns this gear, which turns this gear, which turns this gear, which is actually the one connected to this that actually turns the actual blend door or whatever. But this gear, as you can see, if it'll focus, is missing some teeth, so it won't focus for me. But anyway, right, there you go. So you can see it's it's missing some teeth up at this edge right here. So when it's actually sitting in here, it's supposed to be hitting up against this piece like so, but since it's got that gap right there, it's not catching. And then that's kind of where you get the popping sound, is because it'll keep spinning and it'll keep coming around and doing this or whatever, and it'll hit, then it won't catch, and then it'll catch, and it won't catch. So that's what the problem is. And you can see one of the teeth right there, but yeah, so the little plastic teeth in the gears will tear up, and that's what makes all the popping noise. So nothing really you can do about it other than replace it, unless you got a lot of time on your hands and a 3D printer and a little bit of engineering skill. You could probably make a new one of these and just replace that. But for the regular person,